Good morning. Okay, let's see. Good morning. Okay, gotta love technology. I was trying to get Instagram to work, but it's got its own thing going on. Let's see. I'm gonna try this one more time. How are y'all doing this morning? Good morning, good morning, good morning. Tuesday morning. Um, what is it? September 21st. Wow, wow, wow. Time is just flying. I am trying to get my Instagram up. I try to be prepared. Yeah, it's all good. I'm going with the flow. So just bear with me. Technical issues. Let me get this together. So let's see. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna go here and let's see. I think I might have it together. And voila, Instagram, I am now live. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good Tuesday morning. Let me quickly introduce myself for those that may not know me. So, my name is Tanya Bryant. I am the proud owner of Abundant Life Living, where I support women in their journey to overcome fear and to become who God's called them to be. I am normally I live scope, is that what you call it? Yeah, live stream on Tuesday mornings at 6:30 Mountain Standard Time for what I call my dose of encouragement. And that is where I bring you inspiration, motivation, and encouragement to help you take action, because you are not going to get anywhere in life unless you start taking action, unless you start doing the work and doing the necessary things to live that abundant life. And so, as I said, my business is called Abundant Life Living. And I believe that we are all called to live an abundant life, to live a life out loud, to live it large, right? To live it to its fullness. And I am my foundation is rooted in God. And so um, the Bible, which is my guide that I use to really help me navigate through this thing we call life. And in John 10:10, it says that the enemy comes to kill, steal, and destroy. But I have come that you may have life, and life more abundantly. And when you look up that word life, when you begin to research and do and dig a little deeper, that word life is Zoe in the Greek. And when that's translated, Zoe means the absolute fullness of life. And so we are to live the absolute fullness of life. But so often we have barriers, we have things that we have gone through in our life that prohibit us from living out loud, from living the life. Good morning, Michelle. From living the life that God's called us to live. And so I am on a mission. I am on a journey to help women really begin to peel back the layers, to begin to do the work so that they can live life abundantly, live it to its fullness. And so I'm just here just to give you a little dose of encouragement. I only have a few minutes. So I have been talking about, go figure, fear, right? And so last week I talked a little bit about what fear is. And so today I want to continue that discussion, but I want to talk about why we allow fear to rule our lives. Why we allow fear to rule our lives. Now, um, I'm super duper excited. I am now an author. Yay, yay, yay. And so I have written a book called How to Become a Fear Overcomer, a practical guide for living an abundant life. And so much of what you are hearing is from my book. I am in the process of doing some edit revisions and getting it together. My goal is to have it ready for purchase sometime in October. So keep your eyes and ears out for that. But in the meantime, I'm just kind of giving you a little taste of what's in my book. The how to become a fear overcomer. And how to begin to live that abundant life. And so today I want to talk really quickly or begin the discussion about why we allow fear to rule our life. In my research for my book and just in my own life, I have come to realize that excuse me, fear is like one of the number one things that really stops us from moving forward, that stops us from being who we are truly to be, from walking in our the fullness. And so in this, it's like, okay, so why do we allow fear to rule our lives? Last week, I talked about a little bit about what fear is. So fear is simply an emotion that is a natural, instinctive state of mind from one's circumstances, mood, or relationships with others. Fear is a distressing emotion aroused by impending danger, evil, pain, etc., whether it is real or imagined. So that lets me know that our fear, us using our mind, it can be either real or imagined. And so it's an emotion. It is a natural, instinctive kind of mindset that happens based upon our circumstances. It's an emotion, right? And I want you to understand, I mean, again, it is an emotion. It is an emotion, right? And so oftentimes many of our fears originate in our mind, and we create these narratives, we create these stories around that fear that sometimes it becomes larger than life, and it overtakes us. It overcomes us. Because why? Why do we allow fear to rule our life? Because we choose to. It's point blank, period. We allow fear to rule our lives because we choose to. We make the decision. We make that determination that today I'm going to allow, and we don't even really consciously understand that we're doing that. Why? Because it's an emotion, right? It derives from our state of mind. And so we allow fear to rule our lives. Number one reason is because we choose to do so. We choose to do so. We have sat with that fear for so long that we have become dependent upon it. That fear becomes our excuse of why I'm not going to take action, why I'm not going to do the work. We allow fear to rule our life simply because we make the decision. We choose to. We choose to allow it to run and to totally control our life. And because we are not willing to do the work to make the necessary shifts, because we like I said, we settle, we get comfortable with that fear. See, we were not born in we were not born to allow fear to run our lives. I mean, I can think about young children. Young children do not have fear. They are taught fear. They are taught fear by those that love them, by those that they value. They are taught fear. Children have no fear. They are taught fear. They are taught to be afraid, right? And so we allow fear to rule our life because we simply make that decision because we become comfortable with it. You know, when I kind of described what fear is, um, it one of the things when I talked about it, so fear is a distressing emotion aroused by impending danger, evil, pain, etc., whether it's real or imagined. So fear in your mind connect. Fear and your mindset connect. And I love Dr. Caroline Leaf's definition of a mindset. And she says mindset is an attitude or a cluster of thought with attached information that generates a particular perception. I'm going to say that again. So a mindset is an attitude or a cluster of thoughts with attached information that generates a particular perception. So when we think about that mindset, their thoughts, attached information. So in that attached information, oftentimes, when we think about our fear, we are afraid because we're thinking about, okay, I experienced something before. That attached information is there in my mindset. So automatically I need to be afraid. I need to be afraid. And because we don't begin to do the work to change that attached information, to release that that attached information keeps us stuck. That attached information keeps us bound. That attached information causes us to settle. And so we then allow fear to dominate and rule our life. Today, you need to make that decision that I need to make some changes. I need to shift my mindset. I am ready to do the work so that no longer am I going to allow fear to rule my life. Right? For those that may have just popped in, my name is Tanya Bryant. I am a phenomenal life coach, and I am talking about why we choose to allow fear to rule our life. And simply, the reason we do is because we as these amazing human beings, we choose to allow fear to rule our life because of things that we have dealt with, because we're not ready to do the work. We fear it's comfortable. So we sit in that fear and we hope and we wish and we want these wonderful lives because again, God wants you to live this an abundant life. So, but you choose ye this day. We choose to allow fear to rule our life. And it's time for us to get that in order. It's time for us to really begin to deal with that area, begin to do the work so that we can live that abundant life that God's called us to live. This has been a dose of encouragement. I've been talking about why we allow fear to rule our life. We choose to. Are you ready to do the work? Are you ready to do the work in your mind? Are you ready to hire that coach? Are you ready to release those narratives? Are you ready to create a new story, right, in your mind? That you are more than capable, that you have the ability, that you have the power. Are you ready to do the work? Are you ready to do the work? Are you ready to stop allowing fear to rule your life? Now, one of the ways that I really begin to tackle fear in my own life, and again, I have not arrived, so I am still working things out. But one of the ways that has been such a blessing in my life is in helping me begin to shift my mindset is my language in the words that I speak. And so I have daily confessions that I speak over my life. And so last week I started kind of sharing some of those affirmations, confessions, affirmations, if you will. If you want to go to get these fabulous affirmations, you can go to abdlifeliving.com/FO guide, right? And you'll be able to download my Fear Overcomer guide. And a part of that guide are my daily affirmations to help you begin the journey to overcome that fear. And so, let's see. Last week I think I shared my first two. I'm going to share two more. And so these are things that I speak whether I feel it or not. Because what I'm doing is I'm beginning to shift my mindset. I'm beginning to input new information so that I can begin to have some strategies. I have some tools to begin to combat the fear that I'm dealing with. And so um, two of my affirmations that I want to share with you. And again, you can get this by going to abdlifeliving.com/FO guide to download my Fear Overcomer guide, and my affirmations are part of that guide. And so here we go. I am powerful. I did that one last week. Let me do a new one. I am free from anxiety, stress, and doubt. I am whole, spirit, soul, and body. See, as I begin to speak these things, it begins to shift my mindset. Well, Tanya, I'm not feeling that. That's okay. As you begin to speak this, as you begin to make this a lifestyle, you begin to speak over, begin to change your language. What happens is your mind, it starts to get in your subconscious, right? And so I mean, there are times when I may not be feeling it, or I may be dealing with fear, and I begin to speak. I am free from anxiety, stress, and doubt. I'm whole, spirit, soul, and body. I find a quiet space. I take maybe a few minutes and begin, close my eyes and begin to speak these. I actually recorded my voice, and I have them on my phone on an app, and I just let them flow. I have bunches of affirmations, and what I'm doing is I'm programming my mind. I'm shifting my mindset. I'm doing some work to begin to believe that I am an overcomer. I'm doing the work. And so it begins with you making the choice. See, you don't have to allow fear to control your life. You can choose to take back your power and become who God's called you to become. I am Tanya Bryant, and you have just experienced a dose of encouragement. I am here every Tuesday morning, Monday, every Tuesday morning, Mount 6:30 a.m. Mountain Standard Time. I encourage you to join me to get your little fix, to get your little dose. Um, to help motivate you, to help you take action. Now, if you're loving what I'm saying and you want more, and you're thinking, you know what, Tanya, I choose today to deal with my fear. I choose today to begin to do the work. I need some support. I need help. I encourage you to you can give me a call. You can get on my schedule. We can do a complimentary discovery call, so we can find out. I have various programs, various things that one-on-one, just various products and things to help you in this journey. You can go to bit.ly/call Coach Tanya to get on my schedule, and we can chat and we can see how can I support you. If you are wanting more, I have a community here on Facebook, and you can go to it's scrolling across the screen. So let's see, what is that? You to join my free Abundant Life Living community. You can go to bit.ly/abd community, to join my free community. I have started to come on. Yes, I'm on here on Tuesday, but I do a little extra for my community, just to support you, to help you get the tools and strategies to live that abundant life. All right. So thank you all so much for joining. I encourage you again, go to get my free overcomer guide. In that guide, there's also some clarifying questions to help you really figure out what is it that you're afraid of, right? This guide it's free to you, and it also has 17 phenomenal affirmations to begin you on your journey to overcome fear. Again, you can go to abdlifeliving.com/FO guide. All right, party people, have a phenomenal, abundantly blessed day. Know that you are great. Know that you are not here just to exist, but you're here to live an abundant life. God bless you, and I will talk to you soon. Take care.